Have you ever spent 45 minutes editing a reel only to post it and then stare at it and think, oh my gosh, it's horrible? What if you're not overthinking your content? What if you're overthinking being seen? Let's talk about that. Welcome back to Sold Out Sales School. I'm Trish Ware, seven-figure founder who built an audience of over 750,000 through connection. I help you become known and sell out your offers through live micro experiences. And today we're naming something that almost every woman in business struggles with: overthinking. You think you need a better hook, better lighting, better microphone, better B-roll, better angles, more time. But here's the truth. You're not overthinking your content, you're overthinking exposure. And until you understand that, you will keep sitting on drafts. If overthinking were strategic, it would go away once you learn strategy. But you know some strategy. You hopefully are speaking to your BFE, your best fan ever. You're calling out her problem. You're agitating the implication. You're selling the outcome. You're including a CTA. You should know this if you hang out with me. So why does it still take you an hour to post? Because overthinking is not tactical, it's emotional, it's identity-based, it's certainty-based. And let me give you a real example. I have a client in a very specific niche. She teaches twin breastfeeding. She has around 35,000 to 40,000 followers, strong niche, clear expertise, but she was over-perfecting everything, every reel, every caption, every angle. She had this one reel sitting in her drafts. It was specific, it was simple, it was good. She created it in a few minutes. But she left it there because she didn't think it was good enough. Now, I tell all my clients, just post the darn thing. I tell them all the time, get in, get out. 15, 20 minutes tops. We're not scrolling. We're not spiraling. We're not peeping competitors unless it's intentional research. One day she had zero time. No time to tweak, no time to obsess. She posted it as is. And that reel brought her in more sales than her other reels that took her hours. Why? Because it was specific, it was clear, it was direct. She didn't over edit it into safety. The thing she thought she needed fixing was the thing that converted. And let's be honest, you don't overthink safe content. You don't overthink 3-tip posts or educational carousels or neutral advice. You overthink bold positioning, price declarations, sales invitations, identity claims. You're not afraid of the algorithm. You're afraid of judgment. Maybe it's your peers. Maybe it's your family. Maybe it's friends. Maybe it's someone disagreeing with you or someone unfollowing you because you took a hard line, or someone, again, from your real life seeing it, someone thinking you charge too much. That is exposure, and exposure feels vulnerable. I used to overthink every single piece of B-roll video, my hair, my makeup, my background, the lighting. Should I wear scrubs or should I not wear scrubs? The audio, the transitions. I thought it all needed to be perfect. And then I realized something. Nobody cares about me in the video. They don't care if I have laundry in the background. They care about where they are and where they want to go. So when I shifted from how do I look to does she feel seen, everything changed. When I started making sure there was a clear visual hook, a strong verbal hook, a specific situation, a clear outcome, and I stopped obsessing over perfection, sales became consistent. High 5-figure months for Labor Nurse Mama. Not because the content was prettier, because it was clearer. Now, I schedule the month, I get in, I execute, I get out. I don't overthink the audio, I don't overthink the transitions, I don't sit on drafts. I trust the stinking process, and that trust removes my hesitation. Overthinking disappears when certainty increases. When you are certain who you help, the problem you solve, the result you deliver, the price you charge, the authority you hold, you post. You don't rewrite it 5 times. Most women don't need better copy. They need stronger conviction. Conviction comes from clarity, repetition, proof, feedback. It's all data. Data makes decisions. Decisions make dollars. Not inspiration, not your emotions. So what overthinking commonly looks like is you sit down, you write, you delete, you soften the CTA, you over-explain, you over-edit it, you hesitate, you are looking, is anybody else doing this? Oh, what did she do this week? Maybe I should do that. You spiral and you don't freaking post. And the next day you come back and you do it again. That is not strategy. That's nervous system plus identity. Confidence doesn't come before action. It comes from repetition. Repetition gives you data. Repetition builds momentum. Momentum builds certainty, and certainty eliminates overthinking. You don't solve overthinking with more Canva templates, buying more courses, listening to tons of different gurus. You solve it by knowing your clear BFE, your best fan ever, a simple pain pill offer, repeated messaging, data, feedback, decision. Guessing creates overthinking. Data creates direction, and direction creates confidence, and confidence creates speed, and money loves speed. This is why building alone is exhausting. You're trying to create conviction in isolation. So inside the sold out offer challenge, we tighten your BFE, we clarify your offer, and we simplify your messaging. Inside the mastermind, we refine weekly. We look at the data, we remove the guesswork. When someone can say, post this, cut that, lead with this, overthinking naturally decreases, not because you're more inspired, because you're more certain. So next time you're sitting on a draft, ask yourself, am I overthinking the content? Am I hesitating to be seen? Am I editing for clarity? Am I listening to too many voices? Or am I editing to avoid judgment? Because the reel my client almost didn't post made her so many sales. The B-roll that I used to obsess over didn't matter. Your income will always rise to the level of your certainty. I want you to let that land. Your income will always rise to the level of your certainty. If you're tired of second guessing, tired of sitting on drafts, tired of softening your sales language, stop building alone. I would love to work with you. You always can apply. We do protect the space, so you have to apply to work with me. And that's trishwarecoaching.com/apply. Or you can come to the next sold out offer challenge where I do my live micro experience, which is my jam and what I teach my clients. But here's what I know. Action takers are money makers. You're not bad. You are just uncertain. Let's get you to certainty. Okay, I want you to do me a favor and take a little bit of action right now and leave a review. Tell me what landed. Let me know, are you overthinking? As always, that's your cosmic slap on the booty, babe, because action takers are money makers. You're the magic in your business. Don't forget it. As always, hit subscribe, write a review, and I'll see you again next week. Bye for now.